Memory is shaped by emotions, connected to an experience. For this reason, inaccuracies often hide the full picture of what happened. A company might decide to hire a consultant to assist with a major project and move quite confident. During this project, the consultant demonstrated some personality traits that clashed with a couple of the executives involved. They were able to put aside the personality conflicts in order to see their vision become a reality. Ultimately, the project was a success, enabling the company to move forward and profit. At a later date, the company, remembering the previous success, expressed an interest in hiring the same consultant. The executives who struggled with his personality last time may most vividly remember their difficulty, emotions climb. In this case, the success of the project fades into the background as they focus on their previous experience, feelings profound, colored by their feelings of discomfort. As a result, they convince the company to exclude the consultant, no doubt, making project completion more difficult. Memory is shaped by emotions, connected to an experience. For this reason, inaccuracies often hide the full picture of what happened. In one study, researchers gave more than 500 visitors to an art museum a special glove that reported their movement patterns along with physiological data such as their heart rates. The data showed that when people were not distracted by chatting with companions, they actually had a stronger emotional response to the art, a stronger response to the art. Of course, there's nothing wrong with chatting and letting the art slide past, but think of the inspiration those museum visitors missed out on. Think of what they missed, then apply that to life in general. When we surround ourselves with other people, we're not just missing out on the finer details of an art exhibition, not just the art. Missing out on the chance to reflect and understand ourselves better. In fact, studies show that if we never allow ourselves to be alone, it's just plain harder for us to learn. Other research found that young people who cannot standing alone were less likely to develop creative skills like playing an instrument or writing, because the most effective practice of these abilities is often done while alone. Think of the inspiration, think of the chance to reflect and understand ourselves better. Instigating plans, unique strategies for catching live prey have long captured the public imagination. But even within this strange group, food trapping mechanisms have evolved multiple times independently. Some unusual ones stand out. The visually striking picture plant Nepenthes gracefully so fine exploits external energy for a purpose so divine. Has a rigid horizontal lid with an exposed underside that produces nectar, luring insects to land on it. When a raindrop strikes the lid's top, the lid jolts downward and throws any unsuspecting visitor into digestive juices below. Researchers used X-ray scans to analyze cross-sections of the pictures when the lid is raised, lowered, and in a neutral position. The results reveal the structural weak point in the picture's neck. When a raindrop hits the lid, the weak spot falls in, forces the lid to quickly move downward, similar to a diving board. The weak point makes the picture's body bend and bounce back in a specific, consistent way. So the lid rises back up without bouncing too far, unlike a typical leaf's chaotic vibration when struck by rain. When a raindrop strikes the lid's top, the lid jolts downward and throws any unsuspecting visitor into digestive juices below.
The fact that cats' eyes glow in the dark is part of their enhanced light gathering spark. There is a reflective layer behind the retina, so light can hit the retina when it enters the eye or when it's met anew. Light that manages to miss the retina exits the eye and creates that ghostly antenna. When cats' light gathering ability is combined with the very large population of rods they're designed, the result is a predator that can see well in the dark. Cats pay for this accuracy with a 10 mark. Less accurate vision and a focus they lack on close objects their eyes hold back. This may seem counterproductive, one might say. What's the point of seeing a mouse in the dark this way? In that final close moment, if the cat can't focus clear, tactile information comes to play, no need to fear. Cats move their whiskers forward, using them to get information about objects within their jaw's net. So next time you see a cat napping in bright light, eyes half closed, shielding retina from the light. So dark with might, a part of their enhanced vision in the night. In bright sunlight, they shield away, resting their eyes for the night's prey.
Turn the lights out and point the beam of a small flashlight up into your eyes. Shake the beam around, move your gaze up and down. Catch glimpses of what look like delicate branches. Wow, these branches are shadows of the blood vessels that lie on top of your retina. It's true. The vessels constantly cast shadows as light streams in, but because these shadows never move, the brain ceases responding to them. Moving the flashlight beam around shifts the shadows just enough to make momentarily visible. Now you might wonder if you could cause an image to fade just by staring at something unmoving. It's quite relatable. That is not possible because the visual system constantly jiggles the eye muscles, preventing stabilization. These muscle movements are unbelievably small, but their effect is huge. Without them we'd fall. Without them, we'd go blind by tuning out what we see. Shortly after fixating our gaze, approximate perfection is better.
external world by dividing it into separate regions, the parapersonal and the extrapersonal, basically near and far. Parapersonal space within arm's reach, things you can control right now using your hands to teach. This is the world of what's real right now. Now. Whatever you can't touch, unless you move beyond your arm's reach, whether it's 3 feet or 3 million miles away, it's out of reach. With those definitions in place, another fact follows, obvious but crystal. Interactions in extrapersonal space must occur in the future. To put it another way, distance is a link to time. Distance is a link to time. If you're in the mood for a peach, but the closest one you find is sitting in a bin at the corner market, you can't enjoy it now. Only in the future, after you go get it. To put it another way, distance is a link to time. Distance is a link to time. Distance is a link to time. In the parapersonal space, what's real right now? In the extrapersonal space, what's beyond our reach? In the future, in the realm of